This is Erik Prince. He founded Blackwater. Blackwater is one of the most prominent private military companies in the world, bankrolled by the US government, but answerable to no one. He was a former US Navy SEAL, and Blackwater are the private military company that the US government used in Iraq and Afghanistan. These wars secured this man over $2 billion in Pentagon funding. Blackwater employees were convicted by the federal government for massacring Iraqis. In 2020, Donald Trump pardoned these men. A 2019 UN report found that Prince violated an international arms embargo by supplying weapons to Libyan rebels. Allegedly. After selling Blackwater, Prince founded FSG, which is listed as a Hong Kong registered company. FSG stands for Frontier Services Group, and it has been involved in projects across Asia and Africa, including plans to build a training facility. This is just more American bro attempts to destabilize global governments. This is a billionaire with a private army. He works with the CIA and Trump and the Russians. Those connections have been reported in the US mainstream media, the New York Times, The Intercept, and congressional hearings. But I still have to say allegedly. He wants private war. He thinks that private contractors do it better. It's more efficient at killing people. What? He's consistently advocated for mercenary armies to just replace any kind of national military. Darling, what you describe is the Crusades. He gave the weapons to the Libyan overthrew Gaddafi, and God knows what else he sent with them. He now sits perched with his little Asian companies, mulling over how the US can bring down the East. This is not a government role. It's just about flogging weapons and making himself richer. Earlier this year, 2025, Prince and a group of military contractors proposed a $25 billion plan to the Trump administration aimed at deporting 12 million people within the next 2 years. The proposal literally includes setting up concentration camps, but they've called them processing camps. He also wants to deploy a fleet of 100 aircraft and assemble a small army of private citizens to go around and make arrests. This plan has obviously raised some significant legal and ethical concerns, Erik, particularly regarding his hell-bent desire to privatize law enforcement in the United States. I'm not going to get into the potential human rights implications that this obviously stupid plan infringes on. I'm just going to leave the link to the Politico documents in the description of the video. In March 2025, the president of Ecuador, Daniel Noboa, announced a strategic alliance with Mr. Prince to bolster the country's efforts against crime. This partnership enhances Ecuador's capabilities to combat narco-terrorism, apparently. That's the party line. What it actually does, though, is allows Mr. Prince to incubate this technology in a lesser developed country before it's rolled out to the United States. I don't care what you say it's for, any American warlord getting involved in the privatization of the global south is never because we want to counter terrorism. Why is Ecuador needing to counter so much narco-terrorism? Ecuador is in a highly strategic location. It sits between two of the world's top cocaine producers. But guys like this are not looking to cut off the supply. They're looking to control the supply chains. Stu is hardcore libertarian and talks passionately and openly about the ideas that he has that private companies would do a better job of simply remove this government altogether. He literally talked at the Harvard Republican Club about exactly that in 2015, giving impassioned and naive speeches about privatization. He only wants privatization because it lines his grubby pockets. This man is a key node in the military-industrial complex. He is actively pitching for the expansion of mass deportation under the Trump administration, going around the world trying to strike new military-adjacent deals, promoting the total privatization of important state functions that should be neutral, like policing and border control, and he is deeply connected to the intelligence, military, propaganda, and right-wing networks. He's like infamous in his own circles, but most people outside of his circles don't even realize who he is. UN reports, congressional hearings, independent journalists. You don't have to search that deep to find receipts to incriminate this man. He is the embodiment of the current colonial rebrand we are watching. The colonies didn't work out. The corporations aren't working out. So now they're trying to move to private empire. He's turning the US military into a private militia. His plans and his current activities are testing public tolerance for techno-authoritarianism. First he did it in Ecuador. I did not speak out.